Most anticipated K-dramas of 2023. A new year means new K-dramas. Here's your handy upcoming and most anticipated K-dramas slated to air in 2023, with headlining stars like Ji Chang-wook, Lee Min-ho, Gong Hyo-jin, Kim Si-hyun, Nam Ji-hyuk, and Kim Ji-won are some fan favorites who all have upcoming K-dramas. You won't be disappointed, so stick around for our top 16. Number 16. Oasis. A time period K-drama here, which takes us back to the 80s and the 90s, set during some troubling times though, of when wrong social values dominated people's aspirations, and as such, push people to life's extremes, with revenge and the pursuits of power and wealth by younger people whose desire is to attain their social standing above all else. Our male lead isn't innocent, and an exceptionally clever guy from a small city, but some darker circumstances have him caught up in the middle of some conflicts. After some time with a real estate group that seems to be shrouded in fraud, he becomes a political gangster of sorts in his attempt to seek retribution for his father's death. A touch of romance is also woven in this youth drama, with a thick plot and strong characters. Number 15, The Worst Evil. Two married police officers end up working on the same case, which dives deep into the drug trade across multiple Asian countries. Our male lead, Park Jun-mo, manages to infiltrate this criminal organization, while his wife Yoo Hee-jung also becomes involved in the case. This newly formed crime organization is led by a charming and likely dangerous Jung Ki-chul. As the main boss, themes of the drama center around investigation and drug smuggling. While our leads try to catch their break in the case, amidst the dangers of what surrounds them, being a double agent is never easy. Number 14, Ask the Stars. Ask the Stars is shaping up to be a charming and sweet sci-fi rom-com. While it could be considered a little grounded, we've got an outer space station involved. Gong Ryung is an OBGYN who ends up being a tourist arriving at a space station. He depicts a strong, responsible personality, but after meeting our female lead, an American-Korean astronaut known as Kim Eve, sparks fly, or stars sparkle. They fall for each other in outer space. This romantic comedy drama stars Gong Hyo-jin and Lee Min-ho. It's bound to be out of this world. Number 13, Useless Lies. Some brief details on this upcoming K-drama starring Kim So-hyun and Hwon Min-hyun. This K-drama is a thrilling investigative K-drama featuring a female lead with a special ability. She's able to hear the lies of others. She might feel like it's a curse, as it's led her to not being able to trust anyone. We also have a murder suspect that she becomes involved with that no one believes. Will she be able to hear if he is truthful or lying despite the convictions against him? As the case continues, our leads will spend more time together to uncover the truth. Number 12, Queen of Tears. Handsome Baek Hyung-woo is a legal director for a conglomerate known as the Queen's Group. His wife, a chaebol, heiress of the group, and is revered as the Queen of Queen's Group. However, others might see her as an arrogant woman among the Queen's department stores. Their story will be both interesting, maybe conflicted, and test them, with thrills and romance while backed by a rich family. This K-drama offers a lot. Our leads will face some strong odds, survive a crisis, but still hold on to each other. No one's perfect, but together they are meant for each other. Number 11, Taxi Driver 2. Taxi Driver Season 2 will take us back into the daring adventures of some familiar faces. In Season 1, our male lead lived an honest life as a Special Forces officer, but after his mother dies at the hands of a serial killer, and the agony of that loss consumes him, he hopes for justice. It's then he meets Jung Sung-chul and is introduced to Rainbow Taxi, a revenge for justice operations that he will utilize. Adapted from a webtoon, Season 1 had high reviews, and instantly became a fan favorite for its intriguing plot, character backstories, and delivery of an incredible story, as outlaws define their own sense of justice to be served. We'll see where the story takes our characters in Season 2. Number 10. Squid Game Season 2. Squid Game might not even need an introduction. Even if you haven't watched it yet, you might know the premise. Poor and distraught people at their breaking point are lured into a gaming event with a large cash prize, competing in children's games. However, after the first round, contestants realize the game is deadly. The worst sides of humanity may be depicted here, as we follow multiple leading characters who lose their morals for money. Our male lead's integrity is depicted despite many situations that he faced. Spoiler alert, it appears that the game continues, and our male lead will make a decision to challenge those who run the games. Fans can't wait to see how our male lead will face off against the game masters. With its worldwide popularity, massive success across the Netflix platform, Squid Game Season 2 is highly anticipated. Number 9. Sweet Home Season 2. Another highly anticipated sequel to the first season of Sweet Home will soon be out. In the first season, we followed loner Cha Hyung's quiet life, which was disrupted not long after he moved into his new apartment. And not just himself, but other residents are suddenly disturbed by strange occurrences, which is ongoing now throughout Korea. These residents will try to stick together to survive, but monsters abound in this thrilling and exciting K-drama, which is based off a webtoon, also known as Sweet Home. Our characters will develop further as their journey of survival continues, amidst the gore, monsters, and supernatural elements that are at work. We followed multiple mains in the original, so let's see where things will lead them in the next installment. Number 8. Someday or One Day. Time travel awaits us in Someday or One Day as we follow our female lead, Han Jun-hee, who lost her boyfriend a year ago. Unable to get over his death, the grief and loss of a loved one stays with her. Yet one day she finds herself back in 1998 as high school student Kwon Min-ju. Now back in the late 90s, she also meets Nam Si-hyun, who bears a striking resemblance to her boyfriend. He's popular and good-looking, also attracting the attention of many other girls. His BFF, Jung In-kyu, ends up having a crush on Kwon Min-ju. This K-drama delivers us some thrills, mystery, romance, and of course, that time travel scenario. Number 7. Gyeongsung Creature. This action thriller and historical 1940s set K-drama has youth sacrificing their lives for their cause of attaining what happiness means to them. After sovereignty takes away their human rights, they will rise to the cause. Our male lead is a wealthy guy, Jung Tae-sung, but he's presently not overly concerned about injustice. He will then meet a woman who will change and transform his life. The tags for this K-drama also mention sci-fi, so maybe we'll expect some kind of twist. Viewers will be delivered a strong female lead, longtime friendships, and a strong supporting cast in what should be a well-delivered story. Number 6. A Good Day to Be a Dog. Like the title? Well, you might already be familiar with this story, as it's inspired and based on a webtoon of the same name, so you might have already had some insight and be familiar with the characters. Our female lead has done everything within her ability to avoid her family's curse of turning into a dog. After her first kiss, the catch is to break the curse, she needs a second kiss. However, the guy is terrified of dogs, so this will give you a pretty good idea how the story will play out. Be prepared to be amused and charmed with a supernatural rom-com adaptation. Number 5. Vigilante. The crime and thriller drama Vigilante also has some psychological tones that will play out for our cast of characters. Our male lead, Kim Ji-young, is a student at a police academy, but he lost his mother at the hands of a local gangster when he was just young. Still carrying the pain of that loss, he ends up becoming a vigilante and taking out criminals through his own sense of justice. Our female lead is a reporter, covering cases, with darker elements like murder in this brooding K-drama, which is a webtoon adaptation and 8-episode miniseries starring Nam Ji-hyuk. Number 4. Parasyte the Grey. Who didn't watch Parasyte the Maxim, read the manga, or maybe you just skipped it over and haven't heard of it yet? It's not too late to dive back in. Remember Migi? Well, a Korean adaptation of the manga will be airing in 2023, known as Parasyte the Grey, following that same premise, where parasites from space fall to Earth and controlling human brains while living off their hosts. In the K-drama adaptation, we have a female lead whose hand is infected by a parasite, which failed to steal her brain. We've also got a team leader of the parasitic life team, the Grey, who is determined to get rid of the parasitic water. Suspense, horror, and sci-fi, along with intense investigations into the parasites, will have fans of the original waiting in much anticipation for this K-drama miniseries. Number 3. Season of Kokdu. A cold and high-ranking Grim Reaper, known as Kokdu, has to leave the underworld every 99 days and spend 49 days in the mortal world. On his next visit, he ends up in the body of Dr. Dojinwoo. While operating as the doctor, so to speak, he will meet Hangejol, who can easily order him around, thus stirring up conflict and maybe something more. Channeling K-drama classic vibes here with a cold male lead. Drama tags include romance, medical, fantasy, and of course, dramatics, featuring a leading cast with some great visuals. Number 2. Crash Course in Romance. A former national athlete, Nam Hing-sun, now runs a side dish shop, but her brilliant positive personality and her resilient athletic stamina are still going strong. She will decide to enter into a private education course. However, her wealthy instructor, Chae Chi-yeol, is the most popular instructor. He's also jaded after increasing his wealth, and despite his popularity, he's a prickly guy. But he might get soft as the bubbly positivity of our female lead, and her strong determination may just win his heart, and things might take a romantic turn for both of them. A school-based setting will set the stage for our leads to interact in this rom-com. Here's your bonus mentions. Dr. Romantic Season 3, All of Us Are Dead Season 2, Arthdal Chronicles Season 2, Hellbound Season 2. Number 1. Strong Girl Namsoon. Strong Woman Do Bong-soon was the Korean prequel for this K-drama. Fans of the original are looking forward to another spin on the Strong Girl series. Having went missing as a child in Mongolia, Kang Namsoon has superhuman strength. She then travels to Seoul to look for her parents. Her mother is a wealthy woman residing in Gangnam who tried her own soul-searching after losing her daughter. She tried to manifest her days by doing good deeds. Our female lead's mom and grandmother also shared the same superhuman strength. A handsome detective will enter the story and their lives due to a case in Gangnam. Going back to Bong-soon, which delivered comedy, romance, and a crime investigation, we'll have similar elements in this K-drama as well. Look forward to it and its lovely cast. So here's your bonus mentions. Poon, the Joseon Psychiatrist, Season 2. The High Priest, Remburi. Bostel Mart. Stealer 7 Joseon Coins. The Real Deal Has Come. Run Into You. Can We Be Strangers? Sacred Divorce. Is It Fate? Call It Love. Chronicles of Crime. Park-hyung's Travels. And that wraps our 2023 most anticipated K-dramas to look forward to. Are there any on this list that have made your watch list? Or maybe just all of them? You can let us know in the comments section down below. Which actors are you most looking forward to seeing back on your screen? Thanks for watching, MDLers!